Hello and welcome to another edition of Digging Through Louie's Vault. I'm the Autistic Modeler. Today, I went deep into the archives of the vault and pulled out this original 1966 Johan Cadillac Ambulance. Let's go ahead and dig in and see what it's all about. The Autistic Modeler is excited to be involved with Auto Modelers Magazine. Get all the new tips and tricks along with kit reviews and show coverage. Be sure to pick up yours today. Well, first, let's take a look at this box. Isn't that cool? This looks like something from a car brochure. That's so neat. You can see the stretcher in there and the lights and everything and the spotlights. Cool stuff. Let's look at the side. Look at that side. Got a stretcher in there. Here's some of the features. Opening rear door, chrome trim, decals, interior, steerable front wheels. Detail engine, opening hood. There's that rear door. There's an opening hood there. And then on this side, there's some other versions you can get. These vintage cars and a Chrysler Turbine car. Really nice. All right, let's crack it open and see. Now, I haven't had this open since I got this many years ago. So let's see what we get. Ooh, look at that. Smell the 1966 air. I protected everything. Wow, look how nice that is. Isn't that awesome? Wow, very cool. And then there's that Cadillac body. Wow, it's great. Very cool. Molded in white. No damage. Excellent condition. And then there is our hood, radiator, firewall, dashboard, steering wheel. It's like one of the, I guess those are the oxygen tanks, may have fallen off. There's our steerable wheels there. And then here's our rear door and inner door there and our trim for it. Jump seats. These are wheels for the stretcher. The stretcher piece there with the bed fell off. And there's our front seat and then our divider piece there and then our window for the divider. Our engine, looks like it's missing the other part, may have fallen off. Fan and back of the front seat, belts. Really cool. And then here's like a radio for the to communicate with. There's the other engine part. It's got a nice looking automatic that comes with it. And here's our red pieces there, our tail lights, and then our lights for the roof. Oh, there's that little oxygen piece right there. It fell off. Like that. And then, just like I showed you in other videos, how I pack my stuff up so it doesn't get damaged. There's the glass. It's mint. In perfect condition. No tire marks or anything on this. I've had this a long time too. But you know what I don't see is tires. Interesting. I'm sure I can find tires somewhere with all this stuff. They're missing. Don't know how long they've been missing, but we'll find some. Here's the decals. Very old looking. I don't think they're usable, but pretty neat to still have them. And then, get this. When's the last time you seen one of the original foil pieces that come with these kits? How about that? That's pretty neat. Very cool stuff. And then let's take a look at the book. Like that. Put that aside. Look at this book. Let's get this open here. Sorry guys, here. All right, here's step number one. It has the engine. And then there you put the engine in your wheels and front suspension. Shows that steering linkage there. And then there's the interior going together. You know, pretty neat stuff. And then on this side, gives how to hook the rear door in, how to apply the foil, The later versions have a different instruction book than this one because they didn't have the foil and stuff. So this is the original book that belongs with this version. And they're showing how to put the divider in and rear view mirror and whatnot. And they're finishing it up. How to put the stretcher together. And then on this side, I noticed right here, it gives a parts list. That's pretty interesting. It has a part number. It tells you if it's chrome or clear or whatnot. Really cool stuff. All right, this is going to be an exciting build. This kit's been waiting a long time to get built. So follow along with me and let's get started. Well, quick update before we get started. Look what I found in my parts stash. Stevens International. When was the last time you seen one of those? Brand new Johan tires. So there's our solution for the missing tires. So let's go ahead and get started. It's that time again. That's right, final assembly. First, let's take a look at this body. Man, did that turn out great. The decals that came with the kit obviously weren't any good, so I had some left over from the AMT 59 Cadillac Ambulance, and they went on there really nice. I used the leftover window glass etching decals, and our door here opens. Pretty neat. Looks pretty good. I really like it. Now this flasher here is handmade by my good friend David Parsley. He has his own YouTube channel. Please check him out right there. And he does a lot of emergency only vehicle stuff. So please check him out. He was nice enough to send me some of these flashers, and I really think it sets it off well. All right, there's our body. Now here's the interior. This was really neat. I really detailed up that police like radio there. Looks really good. And then there's our air tanks. And this stretcher was a trick bag to put together. I'll tell you what. It just is, it was very tough. This was the toughest part of the kit, but it really looks neat, looks the part. And I really like how that, and then I also made this like wood look to the bed there, or not the bed, but the floor of the interior there. Turned out pretty neat. And then here's our chassis. There's our engine. The ones I looked up online had a dark blue engine, so I thought that looked really good. Looked like a factory color. Then there's our underneath there, detailed up. To get some of this different, like contrasting, all I did was take some future floor polish over the flat black and it give it just a little bit of gloss so it has a little bit of different look to it. And I was able to get that steering to work, so the steering is going to be functional. Like that. And then here's our Cadillac grill. That looks really good. All right, and then here's our wheels. Tires I came up with, I took a white paint marker and went around it. And it looks like a white wall, looks pretty good. So, all right, when we come back, it'll be all finished. Stick with me. All right, here it is, the 1966 Cadillac Ambulance by Johan. I really enjoyed building this vintage kit. I had a great time. I love it. The only trouble I had was with that stretcher. Man, that was a trick bag. All the small chrome bits putting together and everything. But it really fits the part. It looks so good. I was able to get this turning steering to work. I used decals from a 59 Cadillac Ambulance by AMT. They were left over from a previous build I did. The rear door opens. Let's get that open there, like that. You can see inside that stretcher. This is a cool kit if you're able to get a hold of one of these. Now, I know they're pretty high dollar, but once in a while they come up on eBay for a fairly decent price. I've had this one for a very long time in my collection, and it was high time we build it. And that's what I do. I buy to build. I don't just have my own museum and my own vault. The hood does open. It's a little tough. There we go. Get that open there. It's tricky. There we go. The hood opens and stays to see that beautiful Cadillac Ambulance engine in there. I went with a dark gray interior with the light blue exterior. The paint I used was Duplicolor Perfect Match number BGM0539 for the exterior. Light blue was pretty close to an ice blue that was a factory Cadillac color that I found online. And the interior was a dark gray. It is also, I'm sorry, it's a dark cast iron Duplicolor color, and that number is DE1651. And I got those at the local auto parts store. They're easy to find, O'Reilly's and AutoZone and whatnot. And then I clear coated over the entire body with the Rust-Oleum 2-time clear, and that number is 334029. That's easy to find at any local hardware store or anything like that. And like I said, this was a cool kit. You never see them built. A lot of people buy and sell them, but you never see them built because they're too valuable. I think they're made to be built, and that's the fun part. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in to another edition of Digging Through Louie's Vault. I'm the Autistic Modeler. Happy modeling.